Well, it is Tuesday night. How is everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? That's my first question. I want to make sure we got the volume up where you guys can hear me. Not that you want to listen anyway, but at least when I'm talking, you hear something. I saw a question fly by here just a little bit earlier, and I'm sorry I was doing a couple other things here, but something about the bell. And I'm not sure exactly what it said, but it said something about, well, making lemonade from lemons. Thank you so much. Welcome to Smudges, peoples. We so much enjoy having you here. The bell is I don't believe that the bell has anything to do with your settings, whether or not your channel is for kids or not. I think that has absolutely nothing to do with it. I think if you run a quote unquote adult channel, the bell still works, because that's simply a notification thing. And I think that I saw in the comments, and I'm sorry, okay, move North Homestead. Someone told me my bell was turned off. Well, I'll tell you what. Move North Homestead. Well, move North Homestead. I am on your channel, and I guess here just so you can see as well. I'm on your channel. We are subscribed to your channel. I click on your bell, and we have it set for personalized. We don't have it set for all, but we do have it set for personalized. So your bell is, without question, it is working. So I don't know who told you that it wasn't on, but maybe they have some other issues with the way that they have their thing set up. But we could go in and we could make this all. As you can see, it shows the little things around it. We can go in and say none. That draws a line through it. Or we can set it for personalized. So, move North Homestead. Your bell works. So having said that, I guess we have rung somebody's bell this evening. Now, let me see. What did I miss here? Okay, move North Homestead. You are very welcome. I'm glad I could show you that. That was kind of an easy one. So I don't really have a topic. Nobody sent me any emails this week. I felt very lonely and dejected. Nobody said, hey, what can we do this week? So I don't have anything this week. So I guess we could just, all go home and go do something else. St. Bernard Acres? Well, yes, you have bells. Don't you have them mounted in your barn? Walterman Homestead. How are you doing this evening? The Tinker's Wife, making lemonade from lemons. Again, thank you so much for clicking that join button. It means a lot to us. Farming our backyard. Duncan 1900. So glad you're here, Brenda. Cecilia Jensen. Who am I missing? The White Picket Fence. Good evening, good evening. So, let me get something else over here real quickly. Okay, that should fix that.
Mama Z wants to talk about tags.
Wants to talk about tags. Okay, let's talk about tags. Thomas Farm. If you was to start making videos, how would you do it? Well,
How can I add social media links to videos?
okay. Well, let's take a couple things here one step at a time. So the first thing is, let's talk about tags in your videos. So tags in your video, and let me see what's going to be the best way for me to do this.
Joe posted a thumbnail on the Facebook page I wanted your opinion on. Apparently Joe doesn't know your feeling on Facebook.
Oh my goodness, Joe, you want an opinion on a Facebook posting? Okay, we'll come back to Facebook. Let's first just go ahead and go with this tags on videos. So let's do this. All right, here's a video we put out, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And is this how I want to do it? Or is there a better way to do it? There we go. All right, here are your tags. So when you upload a video, you have to tell YouTube, first of all, most important, you have to tell YouTube it's either for kids or not for kids. So that's the first thing you have to do. And then, of course, the next thing that you need to do is you need to fill out the description. Now, something that we do frequently, this was a video Sherry made using the Ninja Foodie. And so she put a link in here so that it's very easy for people to just go search that out at the Amazon store. We also put links in here to some of our other affiliates that we have. And of course, that's just something we do to help do help maintain our channel. You have to tell who it's made for. We, to this point, have never had an age restriction on any video we've ever done, and we don't plan to, as far as I know. But now we're down to tags. And tags are single words or a group of words that is pertaining to things in the video. So if it's mentioned in the video, it certainly is game for the tags to be here. Now, you don't see these tags. The tags they're somewhat hidden. It's pretty easy to find them, but they are somewhat hidden. And to add tags, you can just simply add a tag. So if I just want to use Ninja, just type in the word and parked it here. Now, I don't know if we already had Ninja or not, because you can put in duplicates. I don't see that. And then, of course, you have to click Save to save it. You are limited to the number of tags that you have. Now, if you have a TubeBuddy or a vidIQ, when you are publishing the video, they have a, I'm going to call it a superset of the screens and options here, where they will actually suggest to you various tags that could be used in the particular video that you're working with. And they also have tools where you would type in a keyword, and it would bring up, it would give you suggestions for other keywords. So, by all means, there should be a link in all of our descriptions for TubeBuddy.
I'm just putting it in there.
And you don't have to buy anything. Just click on the link, go to TubeBuddy, use the free version, and that will certainly get you started. They don't spam you. It's nothing like that. But TubeBuddy is a pretty darn good program. I like it a little better than vidIQ. vidIQ is a little bit more expensive if you do decide to buy something. But TubeBuddy is a good program, and it costs you nothing. So that's where you put in the tags. Now, because I have this up here, I am not able to see the chat. Where are we at with the chat? Did I answer the questions?
No, I went down and let smudge in, so
Okay.
we're just going over tags, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've done here is tags.
Weber Homestead asks a simple video program that I can stitch together multiple videos. I suggested Filmora.
Filmora would certainly be a good one. They have a quick editor in Filmora if you just need to stitch something together real quick. And there's others. If that's all you want to do, you certainly don't have to go buy a program. There's plenty of free options available out there. And
Wiltman Homestead had a question about tags.
okay.
If you tag someone, would they see the tag? Is there a way to do that? So it's different than what you just showed, what Mama Z was talking about.
Josh's Kitchen, that is not true. TubeBuddy does have it's free forever. It's just limited on what you can do with it. They will still suggest tags and so forth, but and Grizz is also true. If you get the free version of TubeBuddy, you will have a one-time offer to sign up for a lifetime membership. It's either $10 or $20. By all means, it is well worth it. Absolutely, it is very well worth it. But yeah, it's a one-time offer. You'll send it to your email, and it's like, hey, you like this? Get a life, and that's what I have. I have the lifetime membership. So let me do this. Okay. So TubeBuddy. I have the Chrome thing, but
Carrie also has a question when you're done.
okay. So with TubeBuddy, this is kind of what the initial front page looks like. If you do sign up for that one-time offer, you can get into the member perks. So for that one-time deal, you can also get into this site here that's called Audio Hero, which has over 250,000 premium royalty-free music tracks and sound effects. It's absolutely outstanding. Normally it's $9.99 a month. It is free. Now, because it is free, because you're going into it through the TubeBuddy, you are limited to the number of downloads you can do per month, but you can always get in and look. You can there's ways around that, I guess is what I'm saying. But if you do elect to get the lifetime TubeBuddy membership, then by all means, this alone is well worth that 10 or 20 bucks, whatever it is. And there's a lot of other things here as well. The Juke Deck is another music. It's artificial computer generated audio tracks, and I would not recommend Fillmore 9 through here, because what they're doing here is they're wanting to sign you up on the prescription thing, and I'm not a big believer in having to pay every month to get that. You do also have the ability to jump into Epidemic Sound for 25% off. So it's a very, very, very good piece of software. So that was with TubeBuddy. What else did they want to see?
Carrie says, I filled out the page where you post content for description, but it never shows up in my new videos. What am I doing wrong?
Okay, and Carrie's
Built on a rock homestead.
what is it?
Built on a rock homestead.
All right, let's just okay. Carrie, here is everything you put on your in your description under this video. You wrote down the goat's water trough needs to be clean, so on and so forth. Well, you can see this. Please like and subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, follow me on Facebook. You have a PayPal link in here. So, I mean, everything's in here. I'm not if this is not what you're referring to, I'm not sure what you are talking about. So if you can clarify to me what it is you are looking for. But this is your description for the video. And of course, you can come in here at any time and change this. And you don't have to go through, I mean, if it's your channel and you go to this page, you have the ability to edit that from this page, as long as you're signed up and on your channel. So you have the ability just to edit it right here as you're looking at it. Okay. Now let's see where we're at here. Oh, Stivers, how you doing this evening? Fairy Tale Creations, Itty Bitty Homestead.
Joe's saying every time he uses one from there, he gets a copyright claim.
From
The Audio Hero? From the Filmora or the TubeBuddy thing?
I have had a couple, but
Daryl, they don't know what I'm telling you because my mic is there. So you're answering me and they have no idea. So you need to repeat it.
okay. I was just told that Joe is asking or stating that when he uses, I'm going to say music out of TubeBuddy, that he gets a claim on it. I too have had a claim on occasion, but every time I would just contest it and say, I'm a TubeBuddy member, and it comes from Audio Hero. Here's the name of the song, And here's my membership. And that's it. They just release it at that point.
And Carrie is answering you. She said it's blank every time.
What is, I don't understand what is blank.
The description, I guess.
Oh, when you do a, okay. So what you want to do is you want to have a default, Carrie? Is that what you want? A default description? And I'm waiting to see that pop up here. I'm sure that's what she must be talking about.
Yeah, that could be.
Okay. So all right. So here, if you go into your studio, YouTube Studio, and over here on the left-hand side,
Yeah, she filled the page for default, but it never shows up in the video descriptions.
upload defaults. So this is the default verbiage that gets applied to every video that we upload, provided I upload the video. If I allow an editing program to upload that video, then no, it doesn't happen that way. It totally bypasses this field. But if I upload the video, in other words, I create, and I always do that. I create the video locally on my computer, and I test it. And I look at it. Actually, I have Sherry look at it so she can, because I frequently, I'm not that good of a typer, and I frequently fat finger things and what have you. So Sherry has double checked that for me. I get her okay on it, and then I upload it. And once I get it uploaded, I said, it's ready for you to do your magic.
She did that, but it never shows. Yeah, Minzy's right. It's weird.
Hmm.
Because it should be there.
All right. Well, as you can see, this.
Unless she wants to work with you sometime during the day, but she has time. She edits on Filmora Go and then uploads it. She does it on her phone.
Well, and
I don't know if there's a difference with that or not.
there may be a difference doing it with the phone. Let me ask you this, and that's kind of maybe what I just said. When you do this with your Filmora Go, do you get a completed video that is a standalone video on the phone that you then go in and upload, or do you upload it using Filmora Go? That's my question to you. If you are uploading it using Filmora Go, it will bypass that. It will not work. Or at least wise it never has for me. But if you have a standalone video and you go in,
She could be bypassing YouTube. That could be it.
yeah. If you have a standalone video on your whatever device you're using,
Hush, Mimsy. No, she says must use Filmora Go, no choice, because all she has is her phone.
okay, then
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Because it's not using YouTube.
Yeah, and that's it. And with you just, I'm not familiar with editing on a phone. I would be crazy.
Oh, God. With your tiny phone?
Yeah, I would. Nobody could talk to me.
God, I hate using your phone.
Thomas Farm, what's a standalone video? What I mean by that is, and I'll just show you that here. Let me do this. Okay. When I do a video, I create the video, and it's easy for me to show you this because we do this every week for our live shows for Monday nights. But I come in here, and these are all videos. They're the videos for the live shows. And they're not very long. I call them promos. But this is what I mean by it's a standalone video. I can just play it right here where it is. Make sure I have the sound down. So this is what I mean by a standalone video. I'm playing it locally. I'm not getting it through YouTube. And it allows me to check what it looks like. I play it for Sherry. She says, "Okay, it's good. You didn't screw up on any of your typing anywhere. It looks fine." So then I take that video. I'm just going to close this now. I take that video, and I can go to any YouTube page. Any YouTube page. It does not have to be in YouTube Studio. Matter of fact, let's just go to, I am on Bill on the Rock Homestead page here right now. If I come up here to the top, or it says create a video or post. Has a little plus sign with a little video camera.
Oh, okay.
And I click on that, and I say upload a video. Same place you would go if you're going to go live. But I'm going to upload a video. And then you can either drag and drop the file or go select the file. So here I would go select it. I would, let's see. This is a pretty short one, A1 Thrive commercial. All right, we'll just do that. So I'm then uploading this video right now. And of course, whatever the title of your raw file is, that's the title that it fills in here for you. But if you notice here, this is also filled in all of my default settings for the description. So it's all set here. Now I can either leave it so now I'll just go ahead and I can click next because it's still uploading. I then select if I turn on monetization or not. I can also select different types of ads. We just use YouTube's default settings on the ads. That's what we do. I suppose I could get pickier on that, but I don't. I just leave them default. So then, of course, click next again. And here is where you can start adding things like end screens, add cards. You can also complete this step after your video's been uploaded and processed. And these are things I've said in all of our shows. You can always add end screens. You can always add cards. So let's just go ahead and we'll click next again. Now, here's where we do things different than a lot of people do. As far as publish now, I say publish it as unlisted. So I always publish it as an unlisted video. And the reason I do that is then I can say, I can tell Sherry, I said, okay, it's all set, and she can go in and she does all the magic on the keywords, on the description, edits all that stuff, does a new title, maybe changes the thumbnail, and then she can either publish it right then, or she can schedule it to be published so that it goes public at 2:30 in the morning or some crazy time. The other advantage of doing this so that it is unlisted is that YouTube will see this video right away, and if you have a problem, if you have a song choice problem or something like that, chances are within 30 minutes, if not sooner, it'll be flagged and it'll say, okay, we have an issue here. So you don't have to go in if it's something you don't know exactly what the cause was, or you want to do something different. At this point, it's no harm, no foul. I can always delete the video. I can make it something new. I can pull it back down, make whatever changes I want, and re-upload it. So when I say done, it goes up as an unlisted video. Which is what it has just done right now. It shows it's unlisted. It shows that it's being monetized. There's no restrictions on it. Has the date, and of course views, comments, so on and so forth. Now if I want to, I can go in and edit it. So I can now change the description again. I can change the title. I can scroll down further. I can add tags. Now these are the default tags that we have, and maybe I don't want some of these tags. I can just go in and click them off. And then of course when I click save, it saves it. If I want to add some, just type them in, save it. Now I don't have the TubeBuddy or the vidIQ browser extension running on this computer at this point in time, or else you would see some different things in here where it would. Let me do that. Let's just do that so you can see. Extensions. And let me refresh the screen. Okay, so now that I have the TubeBuddy in here, this is where all the tags are added. But when I scroll down a little further, I can copy, I can sort, I can use suggested tags. So these are just some different things that they've, and by just clicking here, that automatically adds it. Another thing, and I say close. So it's now put that right here, YouTube editor. They suggest all of these tags. You want more specific tags? Tell us the keyword you're targeting in this video. So I'm going to say Thrive Life. And so because I typed in Thrive Life, it changed a lot of these tags in here to dehydrated banana chips, dehydrated various banana chips and so on and so forth. So it added more tags. This, you can also sort this by score. In other words, what they think is a better keyword tag for you to use. And of course, you can sort them in different ways. We could easily spend a couple hours on this. So if I go back now to channel videos, because I didn't save changes, discard changes, okay. And I don't want this video here. So I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to say delete forever. I understand that deleting is permanent and can't be undone. And I would also have the ability to download the video here, but I'm just going to delete it forever because this is it's a Thrive Life ad is what it is. And at this point, the video is gone. So what we just uploaded, and I showed you how you could add tags and different settings, that's all gone. All right. Let me get back to where I can see the chat again. I've been going back and updating thumbnails. Absolutely. No dough acres. That's a great thing to do. Even if you feel that the thumbnail is fine, the simple act of going in and changing it after the fact. Let's say you have a video that you've had out for a couple weeks or a couple months or maybe even a year, but you think it's a good video. You think the content in it is relevant, well made, and it just never got the traction you thought that it should have had. You can go in and you can change the title. You can change the thumbnail of the video. You can change the tags. You can add informational screens or end screens to that video. In other words, you've kind of totally modified it, but you're not losing anything. Then go back out to some of your social media groups and advertise that video. Just like you just freshly uploaded it. So you just go out and add it into, well, you can come to Two Family Homestead. We certainly encourage people when they have a video to come out and post it. So, yeah, Facebook, Two Family Homestead. No dough acres. I had a few I felt were seriously underperforming. Now they're getting views. Absolutely. And by doing, well, let me give you a really good example. Because I can't get into there's well, I'll just tell you about it. Some good friends of ours down in Louisiana. Reap what you sow. He put out a video on Razorback hogs, trapping or something. Trapping the Razorback hogs.
They castrate them.
Yeah, where he cut them so they were just no longer functioning. Anyway, that video kind of sat out there for quite a while. You know, it got a few views here and there. But as the season came on for hog trapping down there, for some reason that video took off. It's now got over 400,000 views. But the first 2 or 3 months it was up, it was just hovering a couple hundred views. That was it. But then it took off, and because it took off, then the wonderful YouTube algorithms that everybody claims they know, but nobody truly knows how they work, for whatever reason, it picked up on that and shoved that out to folks. I think if they had anything to do with wild pigs, that video was thrown in front of them to go take a look at. So, and of course, this, we've had this conversation with a lot of folks. Don't be in a hurry to get monetized, but when you do get monetized, or when you do have the ability to be monetized, by all means do it.
Mimsy has a question for you. Scroll up a little bit.
Okay, Mimsy, I finally tweeted Team YouTube today. Didn't accomplish much. They said I should have gotten an email in spam or TubeBuddy or wherever. Nope, nothing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what she's done here. Or is that not the one you wanted me to look at?
That was it.
I'm not, Mimsy, I'm just not sure exactly where you're going with that. Okay. And Nate's Mountain Homestead. I'm curious. You keep all of us informed on how your monetization is doing for you on Twitch. I've had people tell me, "Oh, this is so easy to do, and you make so much more money on Twitch and some of the other channels." But when I look into it, I don't see that at all. So I'm really curious. Oh, no question. Just telling you what I did after going through my channel with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, let us know. What is Twitch? Twitch is another, in my opinion, for whatever it's worth, Twitch is primarily a gaming platform for people that share and play games. However, it's another file sharing platform, very similar to YouTube. It's nowhere near as big. They don't, from my understanding, from what I've seen, it is just money-wise, it's nowhere close to what's available with YouTube. It certainly doesn't have the upload content. It's not as searchable. Those are all personal opinions. But there are other streaming platforms. I think Steam might still be one, and Twitch, and DLive I think is another one.
Yeah. I have no idea. I don't game.
Okay, there's a just chatting channel on it. You know, that's something else. A lot, and I'm not sure really what it is. A lot of people seem to be fascinated with this Discourse. Discord servers. And a Discord server is frankly so old-fashioned. I'm surprised it's still around, because it's almost like an IRC chat channel from before the days of AOL.
God, that's how I met you.
Yeah, there's also Gunstreamer too. It's like YouTube. But the problem with that Chipper's Family Homestead or Chipper's Family Adventures is, okay, these places maybe exist out there, but what do they do for you? The audience isn't there. The audience certainly isn't there. Weber's Homestead, thank you so much. Appreciate you. You becoming one of Smudge's peoples. Glad to have you here. The problem that we see is that all these other platforms exist out there, but if you're going to put effort into making your videos, getting them seen, at this point in time, I don't think anything can touch or beat YouTube. It has the biggest audience. They pay the most money. It's just, I mean, if you're not making a living from YouTube, you're certainly not going to make a living from one of these others. And we're certainly not making a living. There are people out there that do, no question. But if you want to start making some nice extra pocket money, let's put it that way, get yourself monetized on YouTube, have your videos so that, I'm going to say every video you upload gets a minimum of 5,000 views, and upload 3 to 4 times a week, and you'll have some nice little pocket money extra. Not enough to live on, but you'll get a little bit of extra money to do that. Okay, let me take a peek here back at the chat again. St. Bernard Acres, I had a bulletin board service in Cincinnati. Well, I ran a bulletin board service here well, it was pre-internet in this area at all, because I actually okay. Anyway, I had the bulletin board service, and this was before the internet. And the way that worked was, it was like an email service, except instead of using the internet, you called over
Netscape. Yep.
You called over a regular, yes, pre-Netscape. You called over a regular phone line. So I had 6 phone lines coming into the house that people could call my house and connect to my bulletin board service, and I had DOS games available for people to play. And there was this question and answer thing. And every night I would call to another bulletin board service, like down in Columbus, and I would exchange messages. Anything that we got during the day, I would send down. Anything new in the subjects that they had, I would transfer back. These were with the days of 2400 baud modems. It was absolutely incredibly primitive. But it was neat. It was fun. It was a precursor to the internet as we know it now.
Netscape, I used that in elementary school.
Okay. And Nate's Mountain Homestead, if I didn't say, thank you so much. I'm saying it now. Thank you so much for Smudge you a hug.
Joe says his first modem was 300 baud modem.
Oh, yeah.
Probably still have your first modem downstairs in the basement.
I don't think so. The first one I had, Joe, was what was called an acoustic coupler. And it was where you took the handset, you lifted it off of the phone, and set it down on the standard dial phone that you had on. This was pre-push button. The standard dial phone that you had sitting on your telephone stand in your hallway. and there was this thing that you set the handset on top of, and it was called an acoustic coupler, and you were lucky to have 300 baud. All right. So I know we got a couple questions answered tonight. Was there something else that we could touch base on here that? Okay, Joe, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Move North Homestead may be calling you tomorrow.
Okay.
She's going to email us
Okay.
because she needs help with a PC she got for Christmas.
Okay. We can do that. Yeah, I think the real advent, or the real thing that made the PC popular was, of all places, Radio Shack, Tandy. The Tandy computer, I think, is the one that was primarily responsible for bringing computers into the home. Thomas Farm, my grandmother's phone when I was very small was not a rotary phone. You just simply picked it up and the operator would talk to you. And you would have to tell them where you want to connect it to. And it was that way for the entire town that they lived in, which happened to be here in Ohio. So I'm familiar with the pre-rotary dials.
Ooh, wow, Carrie.
Oh yeah, computers. I'm guessing that most of the people in the chat here have never had the opportunity to go into what's called a data center, because they're all over the place now. They exist everywhere. But generally, they are buildings. These data centers, for the most part, are located in bigger cities, and they're not well advertised. They're kind of off on the side of industrial drive things. But if you ever go by one, you'll see these massive generators. They're environmentally controlled for heating, cooling, and of course any type of problem that might occur from a data standpoint, from a power standpoint. They're simply incredible, and these are huge buildings. I would say down in Columbus, at this point in time right now, in Columbus, Ohio, there is probably at least 20 data centers within Columbus. Now, prior to my retiring, the company that I worked for, we had our own data center, and we were just in the process. Matter of fact, I started that to utilize a third-party data center, and there's lots of reasons for that. I mean, they're the best at it. You can have have all your important data from the business you work at relatively close to you, and then have it replicated across the country for others to check on, and it's all done. It's right alongside the internet, but it's not obviously through VPN services and so on and so forth. Let's also, okay, my ex used to work on the HVAC in those buildings. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. The the number of servers and computers that are in there running, the amount of heat that's generated, it's crazy. Yeah, they run the air conditioning all winter in the cold climates because it's just that much heat. Absolutely, Amazon server services are, yeah, they have public access into a lot of the Amazon data centers. Bill on the Rock Homestead. I watch a channel that is some type data center Dallas. The entire channel is cars being towed from their parking lot. People can't read the no parking signs. Nate's Mountain Homestead. That seems a little bit excessive for a single server, but I've got a couple older servers sitting here. I no longer have them running, but I've got some here, and a server is like, a lot of people have asked me, what is the difference between a server and a PC? And what I would compare that to is a server is like a school bus, where a PC is like a sports car. A PC is designed to work with one or two people quickly. And a server is designed to work with hundreds of people. It's just mass movement. It's not as fast, has never been as fast. But it has hundreds of people connected to it, all getting this data back and forth. All right. Anything else you see?
No, well, just chatting.
All right. If there's no more questions for tonight, let's do this. A couple of you come up with some things that we can talk about and do next Tuesday night. And yeah, ISP wireless. Matter of fact, the company that I worked at we had a wireless connection from a point of sight from a local party here in town, because the company headquarters was, while they were in town, they were on the outskirts of town, and there was no I don't want to say this. A DSL line was nowhere near fast enough, and so in this area at that time, and it still is that way, to have quick internet, it's through a cable television provider.
Whoa. It just closed my YouTube.
How do you create playlists?
There it is.
All right, we'll call this for the last one of the evening. So let's.
And Big Dreams has. Have you ever done a tutorial on adding music to videos? No, he hasn't.
Okay. Let me get this over here. So here's how you create a playlist. You need to be signed in to YouTube, and you go to your home page. And at that point, you can see the customized channel, YouTube Studio. Your options here are basically like from an administrative standpoint. So if you come in here and you just go customize channel, this will take you into an editing portion of your channel. You go into playlists. And right here at the top, It's a little button that says New Playlist. So there's all playlists, new playlists. You just create a new playlist right here. So that's how you do that.
We'll have to remember this one for next week. But the tutorial on adding music to videos. That'll be a good one for next week.
Okay. All right. Hey, Joe, thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so Dutch is saying soon I'll get glass cable. It must be what they're calling fiber optic over there. It's glass cable. That's an interesting name.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Thank you all for being here. Special thank you to those that joined up with our channel here this evening. Appreciate all of you very much. And Thursday we will be doing our mini reviews on the channels. And everybody have a wonderful week. Who's coming on later tonight?
I don't know. My mind's blank.
Sorry, I can't remember. Everyone take care, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.